think it might have been last year during the winter. Like, back in my sticks, and then he would like
In the car.
while he was making.
So how long have you guys been doing this?
That's cool.
Listen! Art imitates life, and life imitates art. That's probably why we can see so much from both. My friend Mark Baugh-Sasaki is an artist whose work draws upon the givings of nature versus the nurture of industrial life. Creating large-scale sculptures and installations with natural and man-made materials, it is his attempt to illustrate forming relationships between the two in great landscapes. A great piece of land can not only inspire great work, but it can strike another broad concept of creating. Land inspiring art and food alike, and vice versa. We can venture out to explore them, and even sometimes we'll find the land comes to us. How it's all perceived, however, is really in the eye of the beholder. That is one big pile of compost.
What you looking at? Oh, right next to your friend's head, really?
Growing up in Westchester, New York, I still managed to see a lot of green, unlike the city folk who still saw a lot of concrete more than green. However, things change, and things still come into perspective, as it did for our young friend Jason. And in the mention of great lands, Jason and his dad take very good care of this piece. I first met Jason when he was only 9 years old, and it's been a pleasure watching him grow up ever since. The son of a martial arts master, Jason practiced and succeeded in earning his second-degree black belt in Hwarangdo. Until life moved around, and he continues his high schooling here in Pennsylvania. As Jason's father grew up in Yeongju, Korea, his experience in farming has helped shift focus in now what lies in much of this land. It's a lot of work. Yeah, so.
Shining torches of cars, chasing a bee, starting fires in trees.
And with this new chapter in life came this. We are at the farm de Nam. How long have you guys been doing this?
From like maybe.
Oh, screw! So he made all of this. Okay. So he built the shack partition too?
But
Holy
the
crap.
brown glue, that area was already there. He just added.
Hey. How are ya? A highly talented family creating much from the ground up. What else are they good at around here? Apparently, we're doing this now.
You hold it. I do it. I'm not sure if this is correct.
Oh, sure. You say you can't do it correctly. In fact, you tell me you can't do it at all. And yet, you can still manage to do this.
Because it's like halfway through the other side.
Oh my god, don't break that! Yeah. A warning, kids. Don't do this at your house or anyone else's. But apparently, that's just what I was about to do. I kind of suck at this. In fact, I really suck at this, so you heard it here first. Nope. Stop, Arrow. Go where I tell you to go. Yeah, I ain't no Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah.
I actually got it in
evidence. It is all here. But I did manage to get him I did manage to get him pretty bad right there, so I'd like to credit myself on that one.
Yeah, you saw that, sucker? Yeah. Listen, how do you not do this all the time when you're here? This is awesome. You didn't have
In the end, I gave it my all. And those pity yays were just gonna have to suffice as my grand prize. As well as not injuring anyone.
But that's okay. I have a good instructor.
We know life may have turned the page for Jason right now, but in the meantime, there's plenty to supplement anything he might be missing. The waters will keep on running, the views will only get wider, and overall, the book will just continue to write itself. And until then, we left our visit with great anticipation for the next, and even got to take home more than just our new inspirations. Eggs. Farm fresh eggs.
Pretty friggin' awesome.
And so we're about to cook one. Over easy. Have the pan nice and hot, oiled up with some olive oil. That's why they were so big. That's why that was a big egg. That makes sense.
Yay! W!
Hey, it's the small victories. Yes, it's just an egg, but you'd be surprised how many people can cook it wrong. When your egg's cooked for about a minute, loosen the edges and flip it to cook for another 30 seconds.
Getting ready for the duck.
If you like your eggs less runny, flip it and cook it for another minute. But I do.
That's an interesting color, because you don't really get that from regular supermarket eggs.
Let's see how they fare.
I'm sorry, Donald. They're excellent. Ha ha ha.
Wow. Tastes like a real egg. Real eggs taste amazing, and y'all should jump on this. Thank you to the noms. Thank you very much.
Eggs not your favorite? Here's something else you can try. Preheat your oven to 500 degrees. Then, cut and deseed 3 bell peppers. To reduce the acid but maintain the flavor, I let them soak in cold water with baking soda for about 20 minutes. While they soak, halve and deseed your tomatoes. I find it useful to use a paring knife and a spoon for this. Take your peppers out from soaking and dry them with a paper towel. Then, with both peppers and tomatoes ready, line them up skin side up onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Put the sheet pan into the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the skins are lifting and they're slightly charred. Let them cool for at least 15 minutes, or whenever they're cool enough to handle in your hands to pull off the skins. Once peeled, set them aside and get ready to cut your vegetables. Crush 5 cloves of garlic, chop 1 large Spanish onion. In your soup pot, saute the garlic and onions until they turn golden brown. Then add in 2 cups of sliced carrots and let them cook along with the garlic and onion for about 2 minutes. When that's done, add in your peeled roasted peppers and tomatoes and stir to combine them all together. Then add in 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes and stir to combine. Take a quart of good chicken stock and gradually stir it into the pot. Turn the heat to high and let the soup come to a boil over high heat for about 5 minutes. Then cover the pot, put the heat to low, and let the soup simmer for 30 minutes. Turn off the heat, and after about 10 minutes, use an immersion blender to smooth out the soup to your liking. Add some fresh basil, kosher salt and pepper, and enjoy it.
Perfect.
Great food from the bounty? Check. And now there's one more thing we need to do. Hey, sometimes there are parts of your soul that food just can't reach.
From the garden the clinging of the chimes, the last tomatoes hanging shriveled on the vines. The autumn breeze is just a promise of the freeze that's coming soon. The season's fleeting, the days are blurring into years, the line's retreating as every moment disappears. The stories end to leave, another to begin to start anew. And in 1,000 years, when all our bones have disappeared and every word has been erased.
Sometimes, what it all provides can nourish your soul, but the rest is all just potential for great inspiration. And that is why we walk on.
The memory replaced.